Welcome to another episode of So It's Not Just Me. I'm your host, Joanna, and look who's back again.
Hi.
We have decided that today's episode is going to be a little bit different. We like doing the different episodes right now. So there's a lot of heavy hitting episodes out right now and a lot of heavy things going on in the world. So we thought, let's have a little bit of fun. So Stacy has no idea what's coming. She has no idea what questions I'm going to ask her. So this is going to be great. And I can see her looking at the door, so I'm guessing there's a child about.
Right, what did I say? Go on, straight up to bed, please. What you wanting from in here? You're not spying, you go in. Right, I'm gonna do a countdown. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pajamas and bed, please. Thank you, girls. Love you. Forgotten.
For now.
For
Um,
now.
so yes, we are going to do something different. Again, Stacey has no idea what's coming for her. And it's just going to be a little bit of fun. So I was driving to an appointment today and something came on the radio and I was like, this must be my complete guilty pleasure. And it was Two Faced by Louise.
Oh my god, that
And
is
I was
so
like,
old.
I love this song so much. So what is your music guilty pleasure?
God, anything musical,
Yes.
and
Yes.
Sleep Token. Just putting it out there.
Sleep Token.
The emo in me, even though I wasn't really an emo kid,
Oh,
is obsessed with Sleep Token. The lore, Vessel, the costumes, the lyrics, the performance. If I can tell you that they're currently touring America right now, and I am spending most of my day trawling TikTok for videos.
see, I was a secret emo, like to all my friends and everything. I was a pop princess, but I was definitely. Don't get me wrong. Backstreet Boys are on. I'm dancing in the kitchen,
Yeah.
but secret emo all the way. Absolutely, absolutely. Do you have a guilty pleasure TV show?
Anything cheesy and American on Netflix, like Virgin River or Cheap Chesapeake Falls. Oh my god,
Okay,
anything like that. Anything
yeah.
like that.
Do you All right. So again, this has happened this week. What makes you irrationally angry?
Oh god.
Do you want to tell you mine, and then you can
Yeah, go
you
on.
can double negatives.
I'll take that one. I'll
Double
take that
oh,
one.
double negatives are like oh oh. I just want to throw stuff when I see double. There's a song that I really like. I think it's an Adele song, and she uses a double negative in it, and I'm like, I can't listen to this song ever again. And
Giving
I
me
will, as you know, I will go in and correct you if it's a double negative. I will
absolutely
tell
as
you that it
I have
hurts.
found out this week, and I didn't even notice it until you pointed it out, and I'm like, oh, but it's already out there, and I've done it now, so you know.
Yes. But that hurts my head. So, what kind of things make you irrationally angry?
Things that make me irrationally angry is people chewing loudly.
Yes.
Makes me murderous. Literally, I don't know how I've not done prison time, because it is just the it makes my skin crawl. Like, literally makes my skin crawl. There is nothing worse. And I can be sat there and it can be my own kids, and I am like, I need to leave this room right before I
I
murder
don't
someone.
I don't think I've ever really noticed people eating loudly, but maybe people just don't eat loudly
Apparently,
around.
it is a common thing, and it is also a common phobia, and it's got a name. I've no idea what it is, but it has got a
Oh,
name.
I'll have to look that up. It also annoys me, like to the point of road rage, when people slam the brakes on or don't indicate when they turn in or keep their indicator on when they're not turning.
or have got enough space to fit a bus through a gap and they sit and wait for more space. And I'm sat
Yeah.
there going, you can get a bus through it.
Yep. There's the amount of times I've shouted down the phone, like if I'm on louds, hands free or whatever while I'm driving, and Kyle's like, maybe I should go now. And like, no, you're the only thing keeping me sane.
Is road
But
rage a British thing? Is it a universal thing?
oh, it's
I mean,
definitely universal.
yeah, I don't know. I struggle with people's stupidity in general. So that to me just is the epitome of stupid when people just like either sit in the fast lane doing 50 or sit and wait for 300 spaces that you could have easily got out in. That yeah, I'm the
So
worst person to be a driver.
over here, I don't know whether it's just where we are in Florida or what, but there's not necessarily like a fast lane. So if we're on the motorway and there's three lanes, and we would be in the left hand lane if we're going the slowest, right hand
Yeah,
lane if we're going the
yeah,
fastest. Middle is really just for overtaking. You're not really like
yeah,
staying in the middle lane. Over here, you'll stay in that middle lane and they'll just overtake you on both sides, and it's not an issue. You can do that in
yeah,
Florida.
yeah,
It's so strange, but in other states you can't. It's
yeah.
like, oh, I'm in a different
That's
state now. It's
weird.
a complete different set of rules. It's so bizarre.
Yeah, I do find that really bizarre. I mean, I know that there is the odd rule difference between like England, Wales, Ireland, Scotland, but the fact that there is so many that states are governed individually,
Yeah,
just
it's
and the
bizarre.
laws are so different that I find that insane.
It's completely bonkers. It is like treating the country as Europe.
Yeah,
So
basically.
it's so crazy, absolutely crazy. Um, I asked Kyle what makes him irrationally angry. Can't find somewhere to park. If he can't find somewhere to park, we're going home. Like,
If I was to, I don't even need to ask Matthew. I know exactly what it is, and it is my rage cleaning.
oh,
Because if I'm hormonal or if I'm sad about something or if I'm stressed or overwhelmed, I clean. But then when I'm cleaning, I feel like everyone else needs to be cleaning with me. And if they're not, then I'm annoyed. And
yeah.
then that annoys him because he's like, why can't we all just relax? Why do you have to do this right now? that and
Kyle knows if I'm in a bad mood, I'll put like he calls it the angry girl music.
angry
I'll
girl
put,
music. I
you've
feel
got your
like I
angry
need
girl
that
music on. I'm gonna
playlist.
walk away. There's so many angry girl music playlists on like Spotify and things. It's crazy,
I love
absolutely
that.
crazy.
I love
It
that.
it is great. Uh, Unpopular opinions.
Oh,
So, do you take your socks off before you go to bed, or are you an absolute monster and keep them on?
100% take my socks off. Anybody that wears socks to bed are literally the,
Monsters.
sociopaths.
Yep.
Sociopaths wear socks to bed. I
Yep.
don't even wear. I choose not to wear socks the majority of the time, unless my
Yes.
feet are cold or I'm wearing like boots and train. I reluctantly put socks on to wear trainers and reluctantly put socks on to wear boots. If I could live in sandals at all times, I would because I am. I hate the feeling of socks on my feet and
Yeah.
ties. I hate
And
it.
like when I was a kid and I used to wear the toesy socks, and now
Yeah.
the thought of that
Oh
grosses me out.
no. And those Nike trainers. Oh no.
Those night
Do you remember
trainers.
those Nike trainers with the toe?
Oh, yeah. What
Yes.
on earth were they?
I had a pair.
Oh my god. I'm so glad I was never ever and still never in fashion. Like, no.
No, I don't think that that could ever be classed as fashion. It was
No.
awful. Absolutely awful.
Do you think so? This is obviously the biggest debate in the world. Do you think pineapple belongs on pizza?
No. Again, absolutely not. No. No.
Oh no, that's my favorite type.
No. I can't,
Yeah.
just can't. Pineapple is
Do
a fruit.
you?
It belongs in a
Yeah.
fruit salad.
Okay. Okay. Next question. Do you put fruit in your salad?
Yes.
So what's the difference?
Grapes, strawberries, watermelon,
Apples.
apple, and it
Yeah.
depends
Orange
on the salad.
sometimes.
It depends on the salad. So apple with walnuts,
Yep.
grapes with sort of like a blue cheese salad, uh, feta and watermelon.
I like sometimes I'll just throw in like a clementine or an orange or something, sliced up, throw it in there just for
Yeah.
instead of a dressing.
Strawberries with balsamic vinegar,
Yep.
literally. You know, the balsamic glazed dip. Oh,
Yep.
to die for. To die for.
So there's a store over in Tarpon Springs, and the only thing they sell is olive oil and vinegars, and they do a strawberry infused one, and it's absolutely to
Oh,
die for.
yeah.
They do a
Pomegranate,
cranberry and peach
pomegranate,
one as well.
pomegranate dressing.
Hmm.
If you've ever been to Turkey, or figs as well, figs in salad, figs with parma
Yep.
ham. Oh my god, yeah, figs
Yep.
with parma ham,
So
pomegranate.
now pineapple on
Pizza and
pizza doesn't
ham,
sound
yeah,
bad.
pizza with pineapple doesn't sound too bad. And technically, you're having a fruit on every single pizza that you have because tomato is a fruit.
Yes, but that doesn't count. That doesn't.
No.
That's such a mum answer. But that doesn't count. But yeah, I genuinely think that pineapple on pizza is the best thing.
In all honesty, I've never tried it because the thought of it gives me the ick, and I don't want to be put off pizza forever. So, and that's some. I'm a very textual, sensory person,
Okay.
and I think if I put it in my mouth and I was like, oh no, I think it just put me off pizza forever.
I prefer pineapple warm than cold.
I don't mind pineapple warm. You know, like if you do like pineapple upside down cake.
Or even
Um.
just like I like pineapple grilled on a barbecue.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's the
However,
same.
if someone has gammon, I have neither
Yeah.
egg or pineapple. I know. I know.
What's wrong with
There's-
you?
I know. There's something inherently wrong with me. I can't eat fried egg. I can't eat the texture of fried
So
egg is
I
too good.
I don't like the outside of a fried egg, like
Yeah.
outside the white because it's too crispy.
Yes. So you know, I find it too rubbery. It's not the crispy; it's the rubbery. I can eat
I
poached
don't like
eggs. I
crispy.
can eat scrambled
Poached egg,
eggs.
yeah.
But I can't eat like hard boiled eggs or fried eggs.
How do you like your bacon?
Um, I used to like it barely cooked, like literally still squeaking, which I don't
Yep.
know sounds awful, but now I like it so it's crispy around the edge, but it's sort of like still a bit soft in the middle.
So I struggle with bacon over here because it's all crispy,
All crispy, yeah.
and I like mine to still be in the field.
Yeah, yeah, you're like me.
So
I don't mind
30
it
seconds each
crispy
side.
if it's in like a salad, or you know,
Mm.
like if I'm making like bacon. Penny's favorite pasta sauce for me to make is bacon Alfredo, and you've
Uh-huh.
got to crisp. It's like it's lardons, isn't it? So they're quite high fat. So you've
Yeah.
got to crisp those, otherwise the
Yeah.
texture is just not right in the pasta. So I don't mind that, but it's because it's mixed in an Alfredo sauce then. So
Yeah, I guess that's more because of this. I think I can deal with it in the sauce because that'll soften it.
yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah, yeah,
But if I'm having a BLT or a bacon sandwich, it's barely cooked, barely
yes.
cooked.
Red or brown sauce.
Mayo.
What kind of animal are you?
Listen, Matthew's nearly divorced me over it. He cannot understand why anybody would want mayo on a bacon sandwich. But hear me out. If you have a BLT, it's got mayo on it.
So there are not many things that I agree with Matthew on. We all know there are not many things in this world that I agree with Matthew on. But if he said, "Hey Joanna, I'm divorcing Stacy because she has mayo on this sandwich, on this bacon sandwich," I'd be like, "Yes. Do you want me to help you figure this out?
To be
What do
fair,
you want?"
I don't like brown sauce or red sauce. So that is that, you know, I'm not a condiments
Who
person.
brought you up?
I know, I'm not a condiments person. I will have sauces if it's sauces that I've made or like balsamic and stuff like that. If I sour cream all day, every day. But
What
like
about on what if you had a hot dog?
I'd probably have a little bit of ketchup on a hot dog, a little bit, but
Mustard?
no, don't like mustard unless I'm
Oh
cooking with it. I put mustard, whole
gosh.
grain mustard in my Yorkshire pudding mix
No, nope,
and
nope, nope,
dressings.
nope, nope, nope. Why would you ruin Yorkshire pudding mix?
I just think that the mustard. I don't do it all the time. It depends what meat I'm cooking it with. If I'm doing beef, then I do put a bit of mustard in my Yorkshire puddings because Matthew is obsessed with mustard. He would put it on everything.
I did do it twice over here because Kyle was like, let's add some more flavor to it. And I did it, and I was like, don't ever make me do that again because I feel
Yeah.
like I'm going against my religion.
If it's chicken, it's plain. If it's lamb, it's rosemary and garlic in the Yorkshire pudding mix. And if it's beef, it's mustard, Dijon mustard in there.
I mean, I can understand putting rosemary and garlic in like the gravy, maybe,
Yeah, yeah.
but
I
not in my
mean,
Yorkshire pudding mix.
yeah, I do
Why?
like a
Why
good
are you
old
ruining Yorkshire
plain Yorkshire
puddings?
pudding, though. They are.
I
I wouldn't
just
say it's my favourite.
wait. What's not your favorite?
The, changing the flavour of the Yorkshire
Okay,
puddings. The plain Yorkshire pudding is the
I
favourite.
thought you meant. I thought you meant Yorkshire puddings aren't your favorite.
Listen,
I was like,
I would
that's it.
sit and eat a plate full of Yorkshire puddings. I'd eat a Yorkshire pudding with jam and treacle on it. I would eat a Yorkshire pudding with great just gravy as a boat. Emma used to make Yorkshire
So
pudding sandwiches by putting the contents of the Sunday dinner inside the Yorkshire
yeah,
pudding and then
well
eating it like a
that's a
sandwich.
big thing now, isn't it? There's a lot of stores that do that.
Yeah, Yorkshire pudding wraps.
So like my ideal day would be like ideal meal, plate of Yorkshire puddings, a plate of roast potatoes, and a bowl of gravy.
Yes, yes.
Done. Don't give me anything else.
Although
I'll be happy.
I might need a little side of cauliflower cheese.
Maybe as like a starter,
I just love
like a
cauliflower
bit of a
cheese.
nap.
If I'm
Yeah.
making steak, cauliflower cheese. If I'm making Sunday dinner, cauliflower cheese. Like, if I go to a restaurant and I'm having steak and they haven't got cauliflower cheese, I'm not having steak.
I mean, they don't really do cauliflower cheese over here in restaurants,
Yeah, that'd really disappoint.
but the rest of the food's really
They do
good.
mac and cheese instead, though, don't they?
I had the best mac and cheese this week, and when I was really sad. Wednesday night, I was really I was really depressed. This fun episode that we're having, I'm going to tell you all about me being depressed.
Okay, I'm
Um,
down with that.
so I've had a really rough few weeks at work, and just in general, I've had a really rough few weeks. Obviously I had the accident in DC, still sore and battered from that, and um, one thing after, it's just been a horrendous few weeks. And then Wednesday was just such a draining long day. And I got home. I'd had a glass of wine at my mother in law's, which wasn't about that was like the highlight of my week.
Yeah.
And nothing bad happened at my mother in law's. Had a glass of wine, came home, and Kyle was going out because he's in a bowling league. I don't know if I've told you already. He joined a bowling league.
No, you have not, but that is
Well,
awesome. I love that.
so so the first league he did was 7 weeks. Great, wonderful, awesome. And they were like, okay, let's sign up again for the next league. 34 weeks.
Wow.
I'm like,
That's
great,
more than
okay, sure.
50% of the year.
Yes. Yes, it is. And I'm like, do you know what? I really love this for you. You can go out and do what you need to do with your friends, have a nice boys' night, whatever, because it's just a few guys get together. I can have time to myself. I can just not worry about anything. I can have whatever I want for dinner. Great. There is a point to this story. So I came home and he literally got his stuff and went. So I was on my own, still pondering about this bad day, that bad week I was having. So I thought, "Do you know what? I'm not going to order food because I usually either order something or have something easy for dinner. I'm just going to have some soup. Really homesick. I just want some soup. It'll remind me of home. So I made some chicken soup. I had 2 spoonfuls of it, and it was the worst thing I've ever eaten in my life.
Oh no, was it out of a
I
can?
was, yeah.
Oh no.
And it's not usually bad out of a can, but this one just was awful. So I was like, okay, what else can I have? What else have we got? I had a slice of toast, but my butter was too hard. So when I'm trying to spread the butter, it just ripped the toast to bits.
Oh god,
So
Jen.
I threw it. I threw it in the bin, and then I was like, it's okay. I'll just have a cup of tea and chill out with a film, and I'll just have a cup of tea and whatever. The milk had gone off, and I'm like, what the hell is going to go wrong next? What is going to happen? So I was like, do you know what? Forget it. Forget it. So I turned all the lights off, turned the TV off, and went to bed. It was it was 8:30. I was like,
Oh,
forget it. I'm going to bed. I don't go to bed until midnight usually, so this is very early for me. So then Kyle rings me when he'd finished bowling at like 10 o'clock. woke me up. It's like, hey, I'm gonna go grab some food. Do you want me to bring you something home? I'm like, yes. Yes, I do. You know exactly what I like. Bring me what I like. And he did. He brought me exactly what I wanted. It was just like chicken tenders and some fries and a side of mac and cheese. And he knows to get me that because I'll have it over 2 days. So I'll have it for lunch and have it for dinner, sort of thing. And I'm eating the mac and cheese, and I'm like, this is the best mac and cheese I've ever had. But then I was like, this tastes just like the canned mac and cheese I had back in England. But it was so good. And then I got sad because I was like, this is like what I have back in England.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's okay. It was the best the mac and cheese here is absolutely amazing.
I have to say that mac and cheese in America tops mac and cheese in the UK every time. I'm not a
Do you
fan
know
of mac
why?
and cheese over here.
It's because they use that fake plastic cheese in it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if
So,
I'm having a burger on the barbecue, I am buying Kraft slices. I am
oh,
not
yeah.
having cheddar cheese on my burger. I'm having
No.
Kraft slices.
So, did I tell you there's a Trader Joe's just opened close by to me?
No,
Trader Joe's is amazing.
get me that flight now.
What makes it even better is they sell British cheeses.
No.
Yep, they have loads of, and they sell proper crumpets.
Oh, can't be a
So
crumpet.
that maybe that's my guilty pleasure is crumpets. That's what I had for breakfast today was crumpets. I think that might be my guilty pleasure.
I'm trying to think what my food guilty pleasure is. I'm a massive. I love olives, like tapasy, like
Yeah,
antipasti.
yeah.
Um, that's probably if I could literally sit and eat a full tub of olives, which I know a lot of people don't like.
I love olives.
Oh God,
I had
jalapeno
some of the
poppers.
absolute. I might have to see if I can find some and send them over for you. Um, so one of the guys I used to work with is he's from New Jersey, so he's got like that Italian in him, and
Mm,
he knows the good Italian stuff, and he bought me some Italian olives. Oh my god, it was the best olives I've ever eaten.
the fresh olives in Italy are literally
Hmm.
there's no
They're
comparison.
so
No
good,
comparison.
just so good.
Yeah. Figs in Turkey, pomegranates in Turkey, olives and prosecco in Italy, red wine in
Yes.
France, baguettes in France.
Do you get the 19 Crimes red wine over there?
We do, yes.
Have you tried the Snoop Dogg one?
I have the California one.
So I
So easy drinking. It's
uh
like
huh.
drinking pop.
I just got a new one as well. I don't think it's new out. It's just new to me. I'm just looking. I had to send pictures of it to Kyle so he knew what to buy me. Um, the Cali Smooth. So it's like a
Oh, yeah.
purple label on it. That is very good.
I don't think we do that over here.
The only one, the 19 Crime that I don't recommend, the Martha Stewart white wine.
I've not had. I don't think
Awful.
we've got that one over here. The Chardonnay is nice. The Chardonnay is
The
nice.
this one was so bad that the store we buy our wine from had it on sale for $2 a bottle.
No, that's
That's how
terrible.
bad it was. Yeah.
God, shame on you, Martha Stewart. Shame on you.
Yep. Yep. Not good. Not good.
I mean, I'm
Um.
a rosé girl at the moment, but it's got to be the palest of pale. Like,
Yeah.
don't give me Whispering Angel for 25 quid a bottle. No, give me that Aldi dupe that is just as good, or chicken wine. I need a poster for my kitchen
Yes.
about chicken wine. I could
um.
sip on a rosé. I feel like now we're getting to autumn. I'm tempting more towards red, but
I do
all
like a good red.
all summer long I'm a rosé girl.
They
I
don't
would choose
really.
rosé over white any day.
They don't have many rosés on the menus over here.
Yeah,
They have. So they always put the white Zinfandel under the white wine.
yeah. And to be honest with you, White Zinfandel just is like the poorest of poor rosé wines. I just can't. It's too sweet.
I can deal with that if that's the only option I've got.
Yeah,
If that's the only rosé on there, then that's what I'm having.
yeah. I mean, I couldn't do that. I'd opt for gin and tonic over that. I just couldn't do
I'm
it.
not a gin and tonic. I'm not a tonic girl.
See, someone once said to me, they didn't like gin, and I'm like, no, you don't not like gin. No one can not like gin. Gin has got no flavour to it. It's the tonic you don't like.
Yeah, I don't like
Try
tonic.
different tonics or try lemonade, and I can guarantee you like gin. And then when they started introducing all these like flavored gins and all the different botanicals and stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, I'm just in gin heaven right now. But I like a good tonic or a good soda, and I
Yeah,
could drink a good tonic or soda on its own without the gin. So
right, right.
I think it's because I like dry. I like dry and crisp. If I'm drinking wine, it's dry and crisp unless it's red, and then it's fruity.
Yeah, I'm not a dry and crisp. I'm more fruity.
Yeah, I
I
see.
don't like vinegary red wines.
No, no. I like something really bold and or sweet in red.
Yes. Who This is completely off track. What was the first thing you ever drank?
Ask that.
Some sort of cider.
No, no. We were much more classy than that. Come
Yeah, I
on.
don't believe that for a second.
Um,
You just said
MD
ass nat.
MD 2020. Taboo.
Oh, yes! I used to
Taboo.
love taboo.
Taboo and lemonade was our
Yep.
pre-drink of choice. Malibu and lemonade, or Malibu and Coke,
Yeah, I can't do
because
that.
um the thought of drinking cider on the park was just so not us. We were so much more classy than that, and that is terrible. When I've just
I
used the
was
words
cider in the
MD,
park.
when I've just used the words MD 2020, the kiwi flavour. If I smelt that now, I would be sick, sick. Because we once camped down the side of Common Lane Field in Tickhill,
Yep.
and it was me and Nat and Sean Manifield and one of the other lads, I can't remember who it was. And I said to Sean, pass me that drink. And he went to give it to me, and the lid wasn't on it properly and tipped it all down. A cashmere jumper from Karen Millen. And
Uh-oh.
then I couldn't get the smell out of it because it was hand wash only. And I had to throw it away. And it was my favourite jumper. And even the smell of kiwi now makes me feel sad about that jumper.
No, I was definitely a cider girl.
I like cider now. I like cider now. Give me a cider now. If it's a good cider, I will drink it.
Yeah.
But the what was it? Frosty Jacks.
I can't
White
remember.
Lightning.
White light. Oh no, I was definitely above white lightning. I was definitely not that low class.
God, yeah.
Oh, do you remember who? So okay, if you look at your celebrity crush as a kid to your celebrity crush now, how different is it?
Oh God. I sound absolutely horrendous by saying this, but I my celebrity crush when I was younger was sort of like a boy band esque floppy hair
Hmm.
and stuff like that. Um, no one in particular, I don't think. Apart from maybe when Zac Efron came onto the scene and Leonardo DiCaprio, but again, the floppy hair. I
I
think.
was never a Zac Efron girl.
I mean, I'm a Zac Efron girl now.
I'm not a
He's
Zac
aged
Efron girl
well.
now.
He's aged well. Have you not?
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has. But now, and this is absolutely insane, and it's not because of the way that they look. I think it's the mannerisms and the who they are. Young blood. Oh my god,
Oh my
the
goodness.
eye contact. The eye contact. And
You're old enough
Ollie,
to be his mother.
I know I am. Thank you for no, I'm not. Not quite old enough to be his mother. He's 31, so not quite old enough. Um,
Okay.
Ollie Sykes from Bring Me the Horizon. The floppy hair is still there. However, he is tattooed and has
Yeah.
piercings, and he just absolutely the stage presence. And I think that's what it is for me. It's the presence. It's the persona, the presence, it's how they come across, and I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So I think I've gone from I think my celebrity crush as a kid: Robbie Williams, Nick Carter,
Oh, Nick Carter.
and this one has stayed with me forever: Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I
I've
think
loved him
that's
forever.
yeah. He's if he's on a similar like sort of like pattern of the band boys like Youngblood
Yes.
and Ollie Sykes and stuff like that, because I think it's that they come across like really gentlemanly, and they've
Yeah.
got that sort of like presence and stuff like that. I'm going to step into the not so, and I think this is everybody's vibe. Henry Cavill, just because
Yes.
the
Oh,
way
yes.
the way that he comes across is such a gentleman, that I just think, yeah,
So
like, you know, when you
mine,
see those videos on Instagram where the women that is, you know, where he's on like talk shows and in interviews, and the women that are in his presence are literally just sat there with the jaw open, just staring at him as he's speaking. And
do
yeah.
you want me to tell you who mine is right now? So he is definitely top of my list. Well,
Mhm.
up there, top five, probably. Obviously, Johnny Depp for life.
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
Um, Johnny Depp for life. Like his wino forever. Johnny Depp forever. Um. Oh, my mind's gone blank. Rip from Yellowstone.
Yes. Yes. Only because he puts up with all of the crap that Beth gives him. And I feel like I've
Yep.
got a little bit of Beth in me, and I
Yep.
need somebody to keep me in line. So,
Yep. Same. Same. Um. Why is my mind blanking? Morgan Wallen, because
oh,
hello cowboy,
hello, cowboy.
hello cowboy, and oh, I just had it in my head. Austin Butler.
Austin Butler. Why don't I know that
He
name?
did.
I'm going to have
He
to Google
was
it.
um he was Elvis in the new Elvis movie.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, I can
so
see
this
that.
a similar thing to what you were saying about Youngblood. The
Hmm.
way he listens and
Yeah,
talks to people. And this
yeah.
is the same thing that Pete Wicks does. Pete
Yes.
Wicks has that
Oh,
persona that the second
so
he starts talking, you will listen to every single word he says.
why is Pete Wicks single? Like, why is he single? Like, I
I
literally
don't
want
know
to
if he
find him
is.
a girlfriend. Well, maybe he's not, but I mean, there, yeah, Pete Wicks, and he loves his nan.
And the dogs. He look, oh
Yeah, yeah.
my god. I need to
What's wrong
stop.
with him?
Stop.
I know,
Stop.
I
But yeah,
know.
I definitely think that my crushes have, other than Johnny Depp, my taste has changed. Do you know, like when you see that meme of Aladdin and the Beast from Beauty and the Beast and all that
Yeah,
lot, and like Eric from The Little Mermaid saying, "Oh, we brought up this little girl and we were always her prince, and who's her crush now?" And then it's like the book talk boys. It's like that is what
yes.
my life
The
actually has gone
muscles,
from.
the tattoos, the rugged. I mean, I am literally obsessed with the fact that Elsie Silver's book's being turned into a Netflix series. But do you know what I am absolutely terrified of is that Netflix are going to ruin the character images for me.
Yeah, yeah. And do you know what? I 100% would rather date a dad bod than ripples and muscles and stuff.
Ooh, yeah, I do. I'm married to a dad bod.
I mean, like,
I don't want to say
rip.
too much to make him sad.
To be fair, my husband doesn't listen to all my podcasts, so it's
Yeah.
fine. I can say whatever I want. But, like, Rip isn't ripped.
Nobody is. I think
It's the
secretly,
arms. It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
arms.
It's the arms,
That's
arms.
all I need. To be fair, that's all
I
Kyle
don't watch
has.
rugby because I enjoy the sport. I don't watch rugby because I enjoy the sport. I watch rugby because of the quads and the biceps.
I mean, that's why I watch Alona Mar, because she looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like that figure, jeez, love that. Gorgeous.
I think for me as well, it's not just the way that they look. I mean, a man that is covered in tattoos or is absolutely ripped is dedicated. They are
Yeah.
dedicating time and effort into that. the amount of time it takes for you to sit for that level of tattoo, or the amount of time it takes you to produce that level of muscle in a body, the work that goes into it, the dedication, I think that, I don't like the flightiness. I
Okay, but I
like
have a
want
but.
to be.
I have a but.
Go on then.
If they're spending that much time working out and getting that body, they've not got time for me.
Oh God, the words that nearly came out of my mouth and are so inappropriate, and I'm not going to say it. Okay, we're not. We'll shy away from that one. We'll shy away from that one.
Yeah, I no. That's my opinion. They haven't got time for me if they've got that time to be doing all that.
If I went to a
They'd be
gym
too
and there
busy.
was a man bench pressing my weight, I think I might just die there and then.
Good luck with that, Matthew.
Yes.
What what do you think is the most 2000s thing or like 90s thing that you own right now?
That I own right now. Oh
Or that
God.
you ever owned or wore or anything?
Um, Kappa and Adidas Popper trousers had to
Yep.
be the most 90s and noughties thing that I ever have owned.
Do you know what I
Um,
was thinking? That's kind of coming back. The butterfly clips.
yes, yes. The kids have got loads of them. I refuse to use
Yeah.
them, but the kids have got loads of them. Um, Converse. I've always been a Converse girl, and they have seen me through every decade. Um,
Was it us that was having the conversation about Rockports coming back?
yes, yes, it was the advert for the Rockports.
Yeah.
Shared it, didn't we? I never had Rockports. I had Kickers.
Oh yes. I had
Yes,
Rockports.
yes, you did. Rockports with tracky bottoms tucked into socks. That was the thing,
And
wasn't it, at
I
school?
never did that. That I
No,
was never
no.
no. No.
I don't think I don't. From a noughties perspective, in the noughties, I was working at Topshop,
Right.
so everything that I had then was high fashion, and I'm not. I don't think I'm high fashion now.
Oh, I'm definitely not high fashion.
No, no.
I
Um,
couldn't even tell you what's in fashion right now.
I definitely like fashion still. But I just don't think noughties. I don't think I could ever go back to the noughties. Track combat trousers were my thing in the noughties. Combat trousers and those bloody string vests
Oh
with a
god.
bra on underneath to go out around town. Boots with combat trousers tucked in.
Yeah.
Um, those little spaghetti strap dresses.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Again, I don't think I think if I had the figure still, like the whole like slip dresses that were like the underwear that your nana used to wear underneath her dress. When I used to wear that as outerwear, that's back in now, but
Oh
I don't have the body
no.
for that anymore.
Oh, I just think you're gonna get hypothermia.
Yeah.
I'm so old. I'm so old. Do you believe in conspiracy theories?
Yes.
What's your favourite conspiracy theory?
Um, I don't know. That's a tough one because there's a few that are very tongue in cheek that I think is, like the whole like lizard people and stuff like that. I 100% believe that the governments, the royal families, all the people in power are controlled by one entity. I will not I will not say what I think that entity is because I have no idea, but I do think that there is a greater power that controls everything.
Like everyone's puppets.
Yeah. And not so much
I've not heard that
conspiracy.
one before.
Yeah, I think it's like the Illuminati, isn't it? So,
Yeah. No, I've not
um,
heard that one before.
and I am a very spiritual person, and I'm a big believer in spirits, ghosts, mediumship, all of that. And I will never go to the Appalachian Mountains for that reason because that it terrifies me, absolutely
Oh, what was
terrifies
there was a documentary about that, wasn't there?
me. There's loads of TikToks on it.
Is it Skinwalker Ranch or something?
Walkers, yeah. Oh my god, like all of that. I know it sounds absolutely utterly insane, but yeah, I believe it. And the other thing is star signs, moon cycles. You know, like where the moon and the stars and stuff like that eclipses, the impact that has on people, and
I
how
don't think
anybody
that's a
can see it
conspiracy
different.
theory. I wouldn't call that a conspiracy
Yeah,
theory.
maybe it's just a bit insane, but it's
I'd call
fine.
that no. I believe in that kind of stuff as well. So
Yeah.
I don't think that's a conspiracy
Our
theory.
bodies are made of 70% water. If the moon controls the tides, what is it doing to us?
Uh huh. Somebody told me once that because we're made of so many particles, we're basically just stars, and that
Oh, that's
I
really
really
cute.
liked that.
That is really
Do
cute.
you know that was a Richard Fletcher special?
I love that.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
Richard. That, yeah. If you ever listen to
yeah.
these podcasts, which I'm sure you probably do, love it, love it.
That was one of the best things I ever remember him saying. He was a
Yeah,
great boss.
yeah, it
Great boss.
was.
My favorite boss. Favorite
Yeah, it was
boss.
really lovely. I love Richard.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to food a little bit. I think. What do you think is the most like weirdest food combo that you actually really like?
Ooh. I mean, I'm quite a foodie, so I do like. I
You like
once
trying
had.
stuff, don't you?
Yeah, I once. So you'll have seen it on social media and stuff. But Michael Price, of the Gourmet Dining Rooms, Michael Price, we went there once, and he made ice cream with sweet corn, and oh my god, it was
Okay.
absolutely out of this world. Because obviously it's sweet, isn't it? So it's not sort of like
Yeah.
as you'd expect it to be. But I'm fussy about textures and stuff. Some stuff just gives me the ick straight away. But that I was shocked and surprised at how much I enjoyed sweet corn flavored ice cream.
What's your um what's your biggest ick?
Oh God,
Because that's twice
what?
you've said the word ick, and it
I know.
my my biggest ick is people who say the word ick.
Really.
Sorry, because it's just such a
Sorry.
I don't know. It makes me laugh that my ick is people saying the word ick.
My biggest ick, sorry, is probably whining and complaining men.
I think just whining and complaining in general.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, like, no, no,
Just get
please.
on with it.
Yeah, don't complain. Tell me, talk to me, tell me, I will listen, but don't do it in a whiny way. Don't be whiny.
Yeah, yeah.
Even when the kids do it, I'm like, no, don't do that. Don't whine.
Stop
Don't
being
whine.
an ick child. I think I go to school. My mum says I'm an ick. Oops.
Oopsie.
Whoops. If you could listen to one song for the rest of your life and it could only be one song, can't be like this or this, one song, what would it be and why?
Oh God, that's hard. That is. That's a really hard one.
Do you have a favourite song?
I don't ever have favourite songs because my
Oh,
music
yeah.
taste is so broad. I
Mm-hmm.
tend I get hyper fixated on particular songs or particular artists, and I will listen to it for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then I'm like, no, I'm done with that now, and move on. Um,
Or is there a song that if it's on your playlist, you cannot skip it?
oh God, I would probably say of all time, um, "Who Wants to Live Forever" by Freddie Mercury. However, I sometimes have to skip it because it is so emotionally raw,
Right.
um, that I can't listen to it sometimes. I just
I,
can't.
I get that.
Um, and then probably after that, something obscure. Sky Newman Family Matters, just purely
Yes.
because the lyrics, the way that she sings, like I love her. I think she's fantastic. She's so clever with the way that she writes the music.
I think my song that I could listen to forever would be At Last by Etta James.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
That is
That.
my favorite song ever.
Mm.
Ever favorite song. And but the song that I can't skip if it comes on my playlist. So I listen to my playlist pretty much on repeat every day at work, as most people do. But the one song that I cannot skip is by the Nicotine Dolls. I don't know if you know the Nicotine
Yeah,
Dolls.
yeah,
They did a remix or a remake, I guess, of "Simply the Best" by Tina Turner, and the way his voice is gravelly but still
yeah,
is beautiful. So that would
yeah.
be my. I cannot skip this song if it's on.
I think that's why I have that little obsession with Sleep Token because Vessel, the lead singer from there, like his tone and the way that he sings the lyrics, and he gets so emotional about some of the songs that he's singing to. They actually kept recordings of him crying at the end of
Yeah,
a couple of the songs on the albums. And when he's on stage, you can hear like the break in his voice when his emotions taking over. And
yeah,
although some people would say that's a negative thing, to me, I find that really endearing. Like that he's
yeah,
so passionate about the music that is written,
yeah.
because he does write all the music, and when you listen to the album recordings, he also plays, I think, probably 75% of the musical instruments as part of the background music and stuff as well.
Oh,
And I
that's
think
cool.
anybody that is as talented as that deserves to be listened to on repeat.
Yeah. So something that you wouldn't have on repeat. What would be your? That sounds a bit mean. I don't mean it to sound mean, but what would be your go-to karaoke song?
My go-to karaoke songs used to be Adele and Whitney Houston. I have definitely not got the power in my voice to sing them anymore. As I've got older, definitely not. Black Velvet, that is
Oh
my
yes,
100% go-to karaoke song. 100%.
I used to love it when we had like little parties and stuff, and Cherry would get up and sing "It's Tricky,"
It's
and that's like
tricky.
my
Yeah,
favorite thing. Is Cherry like best memory is Cherry
yes.
singing "It's Tricky" on karaoke.
I used to love singing the background lyrics for like our friends that used to MC and stuff like that. I am music. It feeds my soul. I'm very passionate about music and singing and instruments. And although I could probably play a bit of piano and keyboard, that's about my limitations for musical instruments. But I wish I could play more. And I
Yeah,
remember when my granddad and your nana used to like play the organ and the keyboard and stuff like that, and that, and my granddad obviously used to sing. And there's quite a few songs that my granddad used to sing that I can't listen to now. Um, but that was like you knew when they got the keyboard or the organ out and my granddad stood up to sing and stuff like that. That's when that's when the alcohol had hit the levels where they were like, oh yeah, let's
yeah.
do this.
This is
Let's
going to be great.
yeah. And then
This is what
everybody's
it's all
crying.
about. Yep, yep, yep,
Everybody's
yep.
crying.
And this is the reason I can no longer watch Calamity Jane without
Yeah,
crying.
yeah, absolutely. But I think because I have got so much, I like if I am sad, give me a glass of wine and put some music on. If
Yeah,
I am happy, put some music on. If I am angry or frustrated, put some music on. And I think because music plays such a huge part in my life that I
yeah,
can't pinpoint individual songs because it'll depend on the mood that I'm in,
yeah,
and it depends on like where I'm at in my life. And it's like there's songs that remind me of people that are no longer here, that I listen to when I feel like I need to remember them, but then I can't listen to any other time and I have to skip it every time.
yeah.
And then like I'm solely obsessed by is it Olivia Dean? I want to say it's Olivia Dean. Sings "Be the Man I Need."
I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
not sure that
like
one.
the TikTok obsessions. I because I'm watching the videos and subconsciously they're playing in the background, I get a little bit obsessed with that. But Olivia Dean has got like a really sort of soulful, jazzy sort of
Okay.
voice, and she not just her music, like she did a song on the soundtrack for the latest Bridget Jones, and she's done quite a lot recently, but then she's done a lot of covers and she sounds really good. um so
I haven't
I,
seen the latest Bridget Jones.
the one where they've got
Has she got
kids.
kids?
Yeah,
No,
they've
I've
got.
not seen it.
Oh, it's brilliant. Really good. Really sad, but really good.
I'll have to add it to my list.
Yeah,
That surprised me, that because I was always a huge Bridget Jones fan.
yeah. But no,
That makes me
I have obsessions, literal obsessions. I could
yeah,
listen. So Sleep Token, I think they've got 3 albums now. And I could listen to them on repeat all
right.
day for weeks, and then I'll stop listening to it for a little while because I need a little break from it, and listen to like dance music instead, or you
Yeah,
know,
you was always more into dance music than me.
yes, yes, and I
Yeah.
still am. And I think that Delilah is very much like me. Penny's like Taylor Swift, pop music, Sabrina Carpenter, that type of
I
genre.
mean,
Whereas,
I can go through and listen to Taylor Swift all day and it not be an issue. I
yeah,
enjoy listening to it, but
oh, I love her. I mean, I obviously
I
took Penny to see her in concert, and she's
yeah,
absolutely wonderful. But I,
I like
I
songs that I
can't
can sing along
read.
to sometimes. Just like especially when I'm driving,
Yeah,
just because I think that helps with my helps with
yeah.
my stress when I'm driving over here.
I like bass. I like a good bass to a song, a good beat, because it helps me focus. If I put my headphones on when I'm at work and it's like
Yeah.
a really good like dance music, house music, or trance or electro, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm focused now. I'm in the
Do
zone.
you, do you want to know how different we are? You're listening to dance, trance, whatever music while you're at work. I listen to the Bridgerton soundtrack.
I love that. Very
So I
relaxing.
have the classical music going
Yeah, I
while
like
I'm
that
trying to
though.
concentrate.
I like that.
But I have to do a lot of
What
maths.
we
So
need to do is next time you're in England is we need to do the Royal Albert Hall orchestral sort of like dance mixes.
they do
They're
that
amazing.
over here. They have got like the candlelight stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
They do that over here as well. It was very similar to the Lord of the Rings thing we saw.
Mhm.
That honestly, if you can go and see something like that where they're showing the movie, not just playing songs from things, it oh my god, it was so good. Like this had the full orchestra, full choir, and two opera singers.
That's amazing.
And the amount of times that I kept looking at my arms and thinking, I've
Yeah.
got goosebumps again, I've got goosebumps again. And it was just so flawless and magical and just
Feel it. You can feel it in your gut, can't you? It's like
yeah,
it's you can feel the vibrations throughout your body of the music, and it's like I fully found sound insane when I say this to people, but I literally, if I was sat in my car and a massive motorbike pulled up next to me and started revving its engine, I would feel that in my
yeah,
soul.
yeah.
Like an aeroplane. I will actually, when they do the flyovers in the Lake District and like Wales and places like that, the part the jets for the RAF, I will watch those videos on TikTok.
No, that's not a bad thing. That's good. I love it. I love watching stuff like that.
Yeah. Not if I don't watch
This is
it for
because we are
watching it, I watch
old.
it for the sound. The sound. It's the noise.
Yeah.
I'm just
No,
weird.
I get that. What is the most random, useless fact that you know?
Oh my god. I mean, where do I start? I think my brain's just completely full of random facts. They used to call me the BT Bible at work because if there was an answer that was required, I knew the answer. However, perimenopause has wiped my brain cells, and I can't recall anything now. I just can't. Like, if you said to me, "Give me a random fact now," I couldn't even spring a normal fact out of my mouth because my brain just goes
So,
into.
okay, my favorite that I tell people this fact at least once a week. I've probably told you it before, and or you probably just know it, but because I'm a Disney nerd. Um, the name Wendy wasn't a name before Peter Pan.
No.
It was. Have I not told you that before?
No.
So J.M. Barrie made up the name Wendy before it was actually a name,
No. That
and
is
that's where that
absolutely
came from.
brilliant. I
Yeah,
love
that's my
that.
random useless fact.
But that is epic.
Yeah,
That is
it's the
epic.
best fact I know. It will most likely be on a quiz at some point if I ever start doing quizzes again.
I
But
love
it's my favorite random fact.
I mean, my probably, and this is probably not that random because I think a lot of people will know it, is that 90% of the royal family is actually not of
Royal
British
blood.
descent.
Yes. I think the other random fact I like is um back years and years ago, people wanted windows in the house at the top, but because they were so expensive, they opted for smaller windows because there was less of a window tax.
Yeah, window tax.
Yeah. So I like that one as well. I don't know. I just like silly facts. Or the one I tell people all the time because people are like, kind of, this is kind of going on a little bit, I guess, from the person who said, "Oh, are you from Ireland?" No. Um,
Oh, are
but
you from Canada?
technically, I guess I could say I'm from Scotland because the England gave Doncaster to Scotland as a gift, and Scotland
Technically.
never gave it back. So technically, Doncaster is Scotland.
And 50% of my DNA is also Scottish. So
I don't
it's
think
more
much of
so.
mine is, but
More
that
so.
is like my two favorite random facts. Is yeah, I think that's
So
it.
Matt told me a random fact the other day, because he's also full of random facts, is the people that went over to
I thought he was
America.
gonna say because he's full of shit.
Full of shit, yeah, he's full of shit sometimes. Yeah, that's
Sorry,
that.
I'm sorry.
But apparently, and I don't know if he's just made this up or if this is an actual fact, so don't take me on this, don't take me for gospel on this. The people that went over to America on the Mayflower originated from Austerfield.
Osterfield in Doncaster.
Yeah. Or they went from Austerfield. And I'm like, how? And he's like, well, Bawtry
Surely
used
they
to be
can't
a
have
port.
gone.
Bawtry is a port town.
Yeah,
And I'm like, how? How is that even possible? No, and it's literally confused me since, but I feel like I need to
we're gonna have to research that
have
and
to
find
research
out
that
and
fact.
have an
So
update on that.
podcast listeners, don't take Matthew's facts seriously because most of
Yeah,
the
don't
time
take
he'll
anything
stop.
Matthew says. If you okay, so if aliens landed, I guess this is going back to conspiracy theories a little bit, maybe
Okay.
possibly touching. If an alien landed and was like, "Hey, Stacy, take me to the best human invention or your favorite human invention," what would it be?
Oh God, my favorite human invention. I would probably say the any form of transportation, just because
Yeah,
it can get you anywhere essentially. In that sense, um, oh God, mobile phone maybe, because again,
yeah.
you can contact anybody. That's a really hard one.
Is there something that you wish you'd invented? It doesn't have to be anything fancy.
I wish not that I'd have invented. I wish that I had the ability to encourage more learning into women's health and bodies when it comes to science and stuff like that.
Okay.
Um, obviously we love Grey's Anatomy. But there's a scene in Grey's Anatomy where they're doing the Alzheimer's trials,
Yeah.
and they're talking about the fact that they excluded female mice from the trials because the hormones in the female mice impacted the results of the trial. But yet,
Okay.
70% of people with Alzheimer's,
For women.
and again, I don't think that's an accurate figure, but are women. And Meredith is furious because she is saying, why, when it impacts women more than it impacts men, would you exclude the female species out of the testing because it doesn't tell you what you want it to tell you as part
Yeah.
of the testing?
Yeah, that should never work that way. I'm sure that's been exaggerated for the show.
But I don't think it has, because I don't think Shonda would make a statement that important if it wasn't based around fact. So I
I mean, I
feel
hope
like,
she wouldn't, but
yeah,
it does seem a bit bizarre that
it
that's
does
what they
seem
were doing.
bizarre, but if you look into medical research and the amount of medical research around women's bodies, hormones, menopause, perimenopause, the impact of medicated hormones on medication and stuff like that, there is very limited studies, and the majority of studies are on men. Things like heart medication and stuff like that, like not tested
Yeah,
on women. And it's like, to me, I mean, I understand that historically, but we're in 2025 now. So
yeah.
if aliens came to this earth, that's what I'd push them to do, is not look for an invention that we already have, but find a way of increasing more medical studies around women and women's bodies.
Do you know what I wish I'd invented? And this is going to sound so ridiculous compared to your exaggerated answer there. Traffic cones.
Oh my God, traffic cones. What a
I would
random.
be, I would be loaded. The amount of traffic
Yeah,
cones just in Doncaster.
yeah, they're
I'd
everywhere.
be, I'd be a million, a
There used to be one in
billionaire.
our back garden because we stole it on a night out. Someone came home with it on their head.
Didn't my dad steal one? And my dad and your mum stole one, and Richard, you're Richard.
Yeah. There was
No,
a road sign in
no,
your mum and dad's back garden at one
you're.
point that was
I
stole.
didn't. I didn't mean Richard. I meant you're Andrew. Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
right.
It's because I've been talking to Kyle about their Richard.
Yeah,
You're Andrew. Watch them on the cameras
yeah.
stealing the
Stealing the
traffic
road
cone.
sign. Yeah, the traffic cones
Yeah,
and the road sign.
yeah.
That was in
So,
your
but
mum and
yeah,
dad's back garden in Woolley,
that's what
wasn't
I
it?
wish I'd invented. It was Beth's leaving party when she went to Australia.
Yes, yes, it was.
But that's what I wish I'd invented is traffic cones because I'd be set for life.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is a film that you've watched far too many times?
All of the Harry Potters.
Yeah.
Notting Hill.
Oh yes.
Notting Hill.
Yes.
I've literally, and that's my dad's fault. My dad introduced me to Notting Hill. I mean, I am totally flabbergasted by the level of. My dad also introduced, like, my dad would watch like Moulin Rouge and stuff like that as well, and not for the women in scantily dress, for the music and
Sure,
stuff.
sure, sure. Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, no, my dad was a big fan of like Four Weddings and a Funeral and Notting Hill and that sort of genre of movies. And I literally, again, for the soundtrack, probably more than the actors, could watch that film over and over and over again. And the storyline behind it as well.
Yeah, I like that one. I think mine, obviously, not including the obvious like Pirates of the Caribbean or Marvel movies on repeat in this house. Um, Mine would probably be You've Got Mail.
Yeah.
I adore that movie.
Do you know when we were kids? Can you remember the movie that we used to watch all the time at your house? That Now and Then movie?
Oh God,
That
yeah.
had Nancy Sinatra's These Boots Are Made for Walking.
Yep,
That one.
yep.
That I loved that.
I used to
I could
love
watch
that. I think. Do you
could
know what?
watch
I
that
think
over and
Cherry
over.
still watches that a lot now.
No, I love that.
Yeah, it's great. And oh, obviously the musicals I could watch on repeat. You know, Sound of Music, Calamity Jane. Um,
Yeah.
I actually watched the newest version of Little Women recently. That was good. I had to watch it without what thinking of like comparing it to the version we used to watch as
Yeah.
kids. But I
Yeah, the
very,
older
very
one.
much enjoyed it.
The Bodyguard.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. See, Kevin Costner as a cowboy.
Yeah.
I still
Yeah.
would.
I think our age range now is so varied, isn't it? I mean, give
Yeah.
like 25 to 65.
I mean, 25 is far too young for me.
I mean, to look at.
Sure. We'll just go with yes. Is there any like slang words from when we was kids that you still use now?
Oh God, far too many. God, some of them probably not appropriate or PC at all. RM is the best one for it. Like literally, some of the stuff that he comes out with. Oh God, yeah, no, far too many that are far too inappropriate. But I
I
can't
don't
think
think
of them.
I don't think there really is that I do. But I have my vocabulary has changed since coming over here.
I
I
can totally appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't like Kyle will know if I've been on like tomorrow I'm calling mum and dad. I've not spoke to them for a couple of weeks because we've been away, they've been away.
Yeah,
So tomorrow I'm calling mum and dad, and he will know whether he's on the phone call with me or not. He will know that I've been talking to mum and dad because afterwards my voice goes back Yorkshire,
yeah,
and you know I'm not as careful with my words, if that makes sense.
yeah. I think mine have changed over the years. Like I would say, like I still like the word buzzing. The word
Yep,
buzzing is probably
buzzing.
one that I still do use quite a bit. Oh my God,
Yep,
I was buzzing. That was buzzing.
yep.
But the word that I overly use now, insane, insane. Use it all the time, and I have to stop myself because I can hear myself saying it, and I sound insane. Um, but I use it as a descriptive word. So yeah, buzzing was my youth word that still slips in every now and again. But insane is my grown up overused word.
I do buzzing quite a lot. I use amaze balls are far too much
Amaze
for a
balls,
40 years. Far too much for a almost 40-year-old.
amaze
Um
balls.
so here's me saying I don't think I say any, and then actually I probably do.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, going back to how I have to change how I talk, there's a guy at work who actually calls me out. And I quite like that he calls me out. Is not
yeah,
much older than me. And I was telling him how Kyle's car Kyle's car finally died, and he's very sad about it. I'm surprised he's not crying still, but his car died. We need to get it to the garage. And I said to him, "Oh, I need to leave at work early today because we're taking the car to the." And I said, "Taking the car to the garage, literally like that." Because I'm like, "Which way do they say it over here?" Because I couldn't
yeah,
remember. And he just sat and laughed at me, and he's like, "You can say garage, it's fine." Like, okay,
yeah.
thanks. And
I
I do
think
that more often than I should.
I'm a bit of a chameleon when it comes to accents and stuff, which I can't help it. I don't know if it's a bit sort of like ADHD, but I've always done it, even as a kid. Like if we went on holiday with somebody who got like a strong accent, I could mimic
Mhm.
that accent. I couldn't do it off the cuff. I
Yeah,
couldn't. I couldn't. My dad can change his accent into his Scottish accent like so easily. I can't. But if I'm
right.
talking, so for example, I work with engineers all over the country. If I'm talking to engineers from Scotland, I can feel my twang come out a little bit, and it's not
Okay.
because and I feel like a right idiot about it. But like some because I've been raised by Scottish people with very broad Scottish accents, some of the phrases and stuff, calling people pal. Like I call my dad pal. Don't call him Richard or dad. All right, pal is what. But with a bit of a Scottish twang, and I can't do it now because I'm not talking to somebody who's Scottish. But when I'm on the phone to like the Scottish lads and like the word hen, I still use that all the time
Yeah.
and stuff like that because that's what my grandma used to say.
I call
But
um I call Craig pal or mate all the time
yeah,
just to wind him up. I don't know if it winds him up or not, but I just think it's hilarious.
but yeah, I've got this and I won't. It may be endearing to some people. It may just be annoying to other people. But I can change my accent depending on who I'm talking to, and because I work in quite a professional environment, like
Yeah.
how I speak on the phone and how I speak to people in person, like my accent changes then. And I don't think I've ever had a really broad Yorkshire accent. Like if you listen to my accent and compare it to Emma's,
Oh
you wouldn't
yeah,
believe we were
yeah.
raised in the same household.
No. But
And
I also I don't think that me, Beth, and Cherry have a very broad accent.
I think our Beth's more broad. And considering that she lives in Australia,
No, I don't think she is at all.
I don't know.
No, maybe I just heard it too much and it doesn't sound broad to me anymore.
Yeah.
But
Because again, your dad's got a really broad Yorkshire accent, but I don't think
yeah,
your mum has.
no.
And I think our parents, because of the way that, like, I don't think our nanas liked us to talk properly, pronounce your words properly. Don't it, Grandad Purdy was like so broad, so
Yeah.
Dennerby in Conisbury, it was unbelievable. And he'd say things like water and stuff. And then if we ever repeated that, our nanas would correct us. It's water.
Oh, we have the water argument over here.
Yeah.
Since when did water have a D in it? Oh,
Yeah.
come on, people.
But I think
That's our argument.
I think because my nana's always been really strict on accent and pronouncing words properly and not shortening words and, you know, I'm not going down to the shops. I'm going down to the shops.
Oh
Like,
no, we've always shortened words. Like even now, Kyle teases me because I do it.
yeah, I don't think I do.
I do.
And then
I know I
going away
do.
for uni and stuff like that as well. I think being around people with loads of different accents, I think that made a difference to
Yeah,
my
maybe
accent.
chameleon.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Hmm. Hmm.
But then when my Yorkshire does drop in every now and again, and
I
it's
I enjoy my Yorkshire dropping in. I really do. I'm glad that I know that I'll never lose my accent. I'll
I
make
think
sure of it.
I think as well because I've worked around men all my life. When I swear, that's very Yorkshire. My
Yeah,
accent's very Yorkshire when
yeah,
I swear.
yeah. Depends what I'm saying, but yeah, usually does. If you had to give up one social media, which one would you give up?
Facebook,
Really?
yeah.
Facebook's become very salesy right now.
I, and I very rarely see posts that I want to see on there, and I
Yeah.
think the algorithm just hates me on Facebook. And I don't. The only reason my Facebook gets updated is because I've posted something on Instagram and it auto updates on
Yeah.
Facebook.
I think that's what mine does as well now.
Mhm.
Sometimes it does it twice. It's weird. Um, I don't know which I'd give up. I've never really been on Twitter, so X or whatever it's called nowadays. So I don't think that's a big one for me.
Yeah, I think out of the because I would say Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram are my top three.
Yeah.
I do have I do have an X account, but to be fair, I go on that for like news, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I probably couldn't give that up because, like,
That's
I
what I use
wouldn't go.
Reddit for, I think, more than anything.
Yeah, see, I don't use Reddit. I don't use Reddit,
Ah,
and the Reddit stories on Facebook is what drives me insane about it. It just, oh God, honestly, it's so annoying. I don't want to read all these, but then I want to read them because I want to know. I'm so
yeah.
fucking nosy.
Yes.
But yeah, like, so I did not know who Charlie Kirk was until obviously he was assassinated last week. And someone said to me, "Oh, have you seen that Charlie Kirk's been assassinated?" So I went to X because I
Right.
knew it'd be all over X, and I didn't want to upset my algorithm on Instagram or TikTok by looking him up on there. So for things like that, that's where I head to. So I could,
Right.
I don't think I could give that up. But Facebook, I could very easily give up.
I think I just Google instead of using X.
I mean, it's probably very biased on X. You're never going to see both sides
No,
of the story,
no.
but it just gives me a brief overview of the situation. Makes me decide
Yeah.
whether I'm empathetic or not.
I heard a saying this week. Oh, I wrote it. So I wrote it down and stuck it on my desk. Um, I can't remember where it is now, but it's like such a good My empathy tank has run dry. No, that's not it. There was two, one about a tank running dry and one about empathy. And I was like, this is like what I'm gonna live by now. I can have empathy, but I don't need to care, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
no,
need
I get
more than that. I don't need it to drain my life. But
yeah.
yeah,
I'm
that
very
was a good
much
one.
driven by the phrase there's radiators and drains in life, and some people are the drains and they suck all of the energy out of you, and some of people are the radiators and they fill the room full of warmth
Yes.
and energy.
Yeah.
And my other one, which I use all the time when I'm talking to people, especially those that are struggling, you cannot pour from an empty cup,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you need people to pour into you as well as you pouring into them.
People forget that it's two ways as well sometimes.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I understand that their problems are big, but sometimes you've got to realize why somebody isn't replying to you
yeah,
or isn't asking you too many questions about a situation, or um I'm trying not to upset anyone because I don't like upsetting people. But sometimes, you may be really excited about something, but the person you're talking to can't be excited for you right now because of stuff
yeah,
that's going on with them, if that makes sense.
yeah. And I think it's and this, you know, is something we've both experienced. Like I remember when I was really struggling before I got pregnant with Penny, and it's like I was obviously happy for our friends and family members that were getting pregnant around that
Yeah.
time, but I couldn't deal with it being in my face.
Yes.
And I would proactively unfollow people on social media, not block them because I didn't want to do that, but I would unfollow or mute their posts and stuff
Yeah.
like that, so I didn't see it all the time, because it's like I do share some of my life on social media. Obviously, I put quite a bit out there with the kids. Obviously, we do this. We talk a lot about our lives with this, but I think that some people are so unself-aware. I don't. That's probably not the right phrase, but they're so oblivious to
Yeah.
their outward impact. And you don't have to be happy for everybody. You
No.
don't have to celebrate everything. You don't have to empathize with every situation, because everybody would the phrase "we're all in the same boat" is the most utter bullshit I've ever heard in my entire life. We're all riding the same storm. Some of us are in super yachts, some of us are in rowboats.
Yeah.
You know, we're in the same boat. Bullshit. No, I'm not down for that. And I think
No.
that people need to be more self-aware about what they're putting out there and what they're saying and their impact on others. And I'm not saying that you should spend your entire life worrying about what everybody else around you is thinking, but
It's having compassion.
yeah, and that's what people lack.
Yeah. I know when so while I was pregnant, Kyle's cousin was pregnant at the same time,
Mm.
and somebody else was his Katie. So Katie, who comes on the podcast a lot, she
Yeah,
was pregnant at the same time, and there was somebody else who was as well. Um, and it's the somebody else. So this isn't aimed at Katie or Kyle's cousin. Um, when they had their babies, obviously they were so great with me when I did lose the baby.
yeah,
And they would talk to me like almost every day, just well, especially Kyle's cousin was we're still very, very close.
yeah,
She was the first person who would text and say, "Hey, I've got some pictures, do you want to see them?"
yeah,
Not just send me pictures of the
yeah.
baby.
And
Hey,
I think that's good. Yeah,
yeah, and she's very good at, hey, this is what the baby's doing now. Do you want to see? Do you want to hear?
yeah,
And if I was having a good day, I'd be like, yeah, that'd be great.
yeah,
If I wasn't, I'd be like, hey, right now I can't, but please save them and tell me all about it later.
yeah,
Because I didn't want to dismiss her joy, but at the same time, she knew how it felt and how to not she hadn't lost a baby like I had, but she knew how to be a grown up about it and have
Yeah.
empathy in the
Yeah.
right way. Whereas somebody just, right now we're really struggling.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's because we're trying again or because we're not trying again, because
Yeah.
it's nobody's business what we're doing right now. But we are really struggling, and the amount
Yeah.
of people that have either sent us um, pregnancy announcements, we've had so many in these last 3-4 weeks that it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
There must be something in the water right now, but that water is not getting to us, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Um, the amount of people who have said, "Oh, are you going to try again? When are you trying again?"
Yeah.
Come on now, people. Come on
I
now.
mean, it's. I mean, we've both been in the very similar situations, and obviously, I'm very very lucky that I've got Penny and Delilah now.
Hmm.
I wasn't always that lucky, but I do remember me and you having a conversation. I mean, many many moons ago. And I was really struggling with fertility. Um, and it was too raw a conversation for you to have with me at that time. And it's like I was so respected you for saying to me, "I love you, but I'm really struggling, and I can't
Yeah.
be there 100% for you at this moment because I'm dealing with my own stuff." And it's like, I, God, like for you to be that honest and open and say, I care and I love you, but I'm going through so much right now that I can't be 100% there for you. That's that's what we need more of in this world, is like honesty and just saying,
Yeah. And
I
I think that
can't deal with this right now. And I don't, it's not because I don't love you and it's not because I don't want to be there, but I can't. I need to protect myself. And I
yeah.
think I really struggled with that. Not, I struggled with being that person. I struggled with setting boundaries and saying, I can't do this. And I forced myself into so many uncomfortable situations that destroyed me. And I know that's a strong thing to say, but it really truly did,
Hmm.
because I wanted to show I was the bigger person when actually I wasn't. I was very
Yeah.
resentful and very hateful.
I
And I
think
think it
one,
made me bottle it up so much.
yeah, I think one of the hardest things I ever did, and I think the only person, I don't know if I've ever told you this before, um, I think the only person who realized it at the time was your mum. Um, One of the hardest things I ever did was come to see you when you had Penny.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
so difficult, but I would have never took that joy away from you. I would have never
Yeah.
stopped coming to see Penny.
No, I know.
Um, but your mum really, really did. Your mum was there that day, in fact.
Yeah, she was. You
That
came to my, it was at my mum's house, wasn't I?
No, 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 it was at
Who
your
was it,
house.
mine? Yeah.
Yeah, when you lived in Wandsworth.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, and was there that day, and I think you'd only just had her. She wasn't old at all. Like weeks.
Yeah.
Like we hadn't even done the photos.
No,
So that's how
no.
little she was. And yeah, but I think this is something I don't want to go into any further, but I think this is something that we should talk about in a later episode,
Oh, yeah,
is
definitely.
boundaries and stuff, because
Yeah.
we could talk about this for another hour.
Yeah.
And neither of us have time
No.
because it's getting late.
And this is
uh,
what we do. This is, we just sit and jabber, and do you know what? I will hold my hands up and say Joe completely wasn't did not prepare me at all for this episode, and I feel like you've thrown me some right wild balls.
do you know what? I had so many more, but I am gonna wind it down. But I just wanted to be, like I say, I know this last 10 minutes has been a little bit down, but I have so many hard hitting episodes coming up, and like quite recently released and things. That sometimes we have to remember that it's not just us going through the good stuff as well, and the bad stuff is there as well, and it's not just us having these fun conversations. So the whole idea about the podcast originally was to be that safe space for people to grow and realize they're not on their own, but that doesn't mean that the fun stuff they're on their own as well. We can have a great conversation about which is better, tea or coffee, what do you prefer, cats or dogs, you know why are elephants the most superior animal or something.
Oh, Nana would
why
agree with
is
that.
why is Mars the baby hippo the funniest thing I've ever seen on TikTok? These silly little conversations that sometimes we need to have, just to lighten the mood and remember that, you know, we all have different opinions, we all have different thoughts, we all have different fun things in our head, but it also makes us all wonderful people.
Yeah, we've all got those quirks, haven't we? Like we're
Yeah.
just even though we were literally raised like by the same people essentially, and
Yeah.
like I said, you know, I sent a post to um our Tina posted on social media. I can't remember which social media it was, that growing up with cousins and being raised like their brothers and sisters is like the best thing in the world. And I think
Hmm.
our family is definitely the epitome of that. And I think it makes it very lucky for us that we are so different yet so alike, and
Yeah.
that we can laugh at each other's icks and
Oh my god.
icks and non-icks. Sauce. Sauce!
Sauce.
That's sauce!
So this episode has determined that my biggest ick is in fact Stacy.
Yeah, absolutely.
but
I'll say
but
that.
you're not. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. There's bigger icks out there. Okay.
Not young
Thank you.
blood though.
I don't. I think he's a. I really like his new song. Is it Zombie? His new song.
Yeah, yeah,
I adore that song. I think it's wonderful. I think the meaning behind it is great. I think Florence Pugh in the music video is incredible. She's an incredible actress anyway. I adore her. Um, but I can't see the attraction. I'm
I
sorry.
don't think he's good. I don't think he's good looking at all. Do not think he's good
Oh
looking
no,
at
I
all.
think that he has got something about him that's
Yeah,
mesmerizing.
it's
But I
the thing
just.
about him. Yeah,
Oh wait,
that's
and
the thing.
he's from
He's
Doncaster
from
too, right?
Doncaster. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Doncaster has some great talent.
Yes.
I can name two.
Jeremy Clarkson.
Okay, I can name three.
Yeah. Go on. Who was yours?
Youngblood, Jeremy Clarkson, and Louis Tomlinson. That's all I
Oh,
can
Louis
think.
Tomlinson. Yeah, Louis Tomlinson. Yeah.
I can't think of anyone else.
There is probably more.
Oh, the
Um,
wait, who sung that song? St Elmo's Fire. Wasn't he from Conisbrough?
Possibly. Oh my god. Um, uh, Amarillo, the guy who sings Amarillo, he's from Conisbrough.
Tony Christie.
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah. What's that? Dennis Priestley. He's from
I don't know who
Rotherham.
he is.
Darts player.
Okay.
There's quite a few. There's quite a few famous.
Chuckle Brothers.
Oh, Rotherham. Yeah, they're not Donny the Rotherham. I mean, if
No.
we want to go into South Yorkshire, then you know, there's a lot there. Arctic
Uh,
Monkeys.
Arctic Monkeys are amazing.
Who was the? Is it Led Zeppelin? Were they from? Is that?
They're from
Did they
Sheffield.
originate from Sheffield? Yeah, sure they did.
Who sang St Elmo's Fire though?
I have no idea.
I'm googling. I'm sorry. John Parr. Where's John Parr from?
John Parr. Oh my god, the girl who used to do my nails goes out with his son. He was in. He wrote music for Meatloaf. He's
Oh,
from
did he?
Doncaster. Yes, he did. Yeah,
So I is he definitely from Doncaster?
he's definitely from Doncaster.
You sure?
Yeah, 100%.
It's from Worksop.
Oh,
So
close.
when I another random fact, when I worked at the petrol station that I used to work for, John Parr came in and forgot to pay.
Oh,
Yeah. He did pay. He came back and he was like 5 minutes later. He was like, I'm so sorry. Like, it's okay.
I love
Happens all the
that.
time, Mr. Parr.
He just seemed like a really lovely guy, to be fair.
Yeah, he was cool. He was really cool. But okay, anyone who's still listening, thanks for still being here. This was a a long
We
rambled
do go off on
episode.
some random tangents, don't we?
Anyone who's wondering, this is our life. This is how our
Yeah,
conversations go. And our husbands are like, are you nearly done yet? Come on,
yeah.
girls. So,
That's
yeah.
gone to bed. He's done. He's gone to bed.
To be fair, I loaded Kyle up with a bag of potato chips, a couple of drinks, and locked him in the room. So he's in the dungeon. It's fine. It's great. So, yes, anyone who is still listening, thanks for still being here. Thanks, Mum and Dad. I'm sure you're here still because you always are. Thanks. Um, Stacey will be coming back and we will definitely
Yeah.
talk about boundaries. And if there's anything else anyone ever wants to hear us talk about or hear our opinion on or just thinks of a good topic, please send it our way and we will definitely make some talking
We
points
can
about
talk
it.
about anything. Yeah,
We
we can
can
talk
talk
about
about
anything,
anything.
as our
So,
parents will attest to. Even though we are at the other side of the world.
yes, yes, they can. Oh, and anyone who doesn't know, they're coming over soon, so I'm super excited. Yeah, but until next time, thank you for listening.
Thanks, everyone.